Welcome to the boudoir. That tonight, the questions are all about the bedroom. Maybe just a little because I'm partial to my bed. I think it's romantic. But mostly because David's got company over, and you know how I am about vlogging in front of people. Go get your paper and pencil. Although this is comfy, I'm not gonna wait for you.
Little bite, cause I think you're out of sight. I want you in my bed. I want you in my bed. You heard what I said, boy. I want you in my bed.
If you ever at all look at my eyes and you're like, whoa, what is up? What's on her eyes? I'll show you a picture right there. So this is my eyes. This is what I did. I was watching a video by Beyonce, and I wanted to see if I could stylize my eyes similar to hers. Now, obviously I didn't go all out because I still have to be seen in public, but come Halloween, I'm totally going to be a kitty cat. First of all, Blind Dad, you are falling way behind. Catch up. Baldermoo, hopefully you get your internet soon, and I expect to see you and your gangster self, and oh my, I can't even remember the last video I did. And iDanners, you better post to this one as well. So, everybody should be posting video responses. I know you're fully capable of answering questions, so let's do this thing. The first question today. Have you ever had a recurring dream? And if so, what was it? Well, I've had many recurring dreams, but the most frequent, constant in my life for a recurring dream is this one that I'm in the vehicle with my dad and my two sisters and my brother in the back. Sometimes he falls out of the car, sometimes he jumps out of the car, other times he just disappears, he's no longer there. It's always me. I'm responsible to save their lives and keep them in control. I quickly jump into the driver's seat, and there's no gas gauge, there's no gas at all, there's no brakes, there's no gears, there's no shifts, there's just the steering wheel, there's no emergency brake, there's no nothing. It's just the steering wheel. So I can't slow this car down, speed it up. Well, I can speed it up. I have that, and of course, it does slow down a little bit after I accelerate, but why would you want to speed up? I'm completely, like, the only thing I can do is to keep this car from crashing, but I mean, you got red lights, you have stop signs, whatever. This dream was like, it's been a constant, seriously, since I was like 5, I've had this dream. Most recently, though, I actually defeated the dream. Because what I used to do as a kid, I would just crash the vehicle in a wooded area, but then I would get out and realize, oh my god, I have no idea where we are. Most recently, though, I had this dream, and this time it was a bus. I was on the Metro Transit bus. The bus started to drive out of the driveway, like it was backing up. And at first we didn't pay attention, we thought the bus driver must be up there, got back in, and then all of a sudden when we did realize it was too late, the bus was already going, and everybody else was too scared, so I jumped up again to take the wheel. Good old me, hero, and no gas gauge. There's an acceleration, but no brake, no emergency, no shift, nothing. I accelerated up this hill to the Walmart parking lot, and I drove in circles until the bus came to a stop. And when I woke up, I felt so victorious. And the dream, it's only come back like a few times since then. But ever since I defeated the dream, it's been gone. Question number 2. What's your most memorable dream? Well, the driving one. But if I have to go to another one, it's actually a really scary one. I had a dream that David had died. It's a really scary one, and I woke up. I couldn't stop. Oh. David had died in the fire trying to save my cats. And I was like basically in bed for most of the dream. I would get up and I'd go out somewhere and I'd open the fridge to get something to eat, and there'd be a piece of meat there, like a piece of salami that I hadn't thrown out. How many hours of sleep do you get each night? Well, I try to get 8 or 9, but more than often than not, because it's exam time, I'm getting like 5. What time do you go to bed on a work or school night? I try to go to bed by 10 because I get up early. I work from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. and he works 3:30 to midnight, so the only time we see each other is when he gets home from work and just before I go to work in the morning. So sometimes I'll stay up till midnight, but I tell you, boy, it's not much of a visit. I'm passing out when he's home. Do you wake up in the same position you went to sleep? Unless David squirms or rolls me over, yeah, I pretty much wake up in the exact same position. Although I have my alarm set to go off for an hour, every 10 minutes for an hour, to slowly wake me up. And when I hit the snooze, I roll to my right. And then the next time it goes off, I hit the snooze and roll to my left. And then the next time, I hit the snooze and roll to my right. I don't know, I've done this. It's been a routine, and when I don't do that, I don't fall back to sleep. So, I don't know. Which is worse, being too hot in bed or too cold? I'm gonna say too cold, because too hot, it might be uncomfortable, but at least I can sleep through it. And there are more solutions, but if you're too cold, chances are you've got the heater on max and it's still too cold, and you end up squirmed right into this little fetal position, and it just sucks. So, no. I would have to say too hot would be better. How many pillows do you sleep with? I don't sleep with this one or this one. Sometimes I sleep with this one, but I always sleep with this one, and David sleeps with this one. What do you wear in bed? Blankets. I sleep the way I came into this world. What's the last thing you do before bed? Put my decorative pillows in a pile over there. And last question of the day, do you eat in bed? Yeah, I'll have the occasional bowl of cereal with David when he's too lazy to get his butt out of bed on a day off. But for the most part, no. We eat right there. Well, that was it for this week's Silly Survey Sunday. I'm going to go write my exam now, hopefully. I have 2 more chapters to read before I can do that. See you next time.
Out of sight, I want you in my bed. I want you in my bed. You heard what I said.